Hi, it's Goldie Hawn. Today we're going to talk about giving your brain a break.
Hi, Nancy Spears with genConnect.com, and today I have the pleasure of talking to world-renowned actress, philanthropist, author, Goldie Hawn.
Thank you so much.
It's great to see you. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to be home. It's so nice to be back. I love it. I love it here.
You've been traveling internationally?
I have been. I've been to Greece. We went to Hungary. We've gone all over the place and had so much fun. I went with my sister. We went looking for our roots in Hungary because that's where we come from, where our parents come from. So it was really, really fun.
Wow.
Good to get back here. Sorry I didn't get here for the Aspen Festival because the Ideas Festival is the most fabulous experience.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year you'll share your wisdom, because if you have an overabundance of anything, it's ideas.
It is ideas. They do change the world. I mean, ideas are great. You have to act on them, though. You know, you have to act on what it is you dream about. And I guess it rolls us into what I've been doing for the last 10 years, which is really taken just like, you know, somebody once said it's got you by the belly button. And it really does. The kids and what we're doing with children and what we're doing in schools. But I sat there and literally it came to me, which was, okay, what are we going to do? You know, children are showing signs of distress. We've got all these symptoms happening. We have, you know, we've got obesity issues. We have bullying. But on top of that, our grades are lowering. We don't match up academically, globally. I mean, you look at this and say, why are our children 1 in 3 medicated today? And so it was this moment of thinking, when I say, whatever I could do. And we gathered these people, created this amazing curriculum that really dealt with issues of focused attention, ability to have children focus, giving them 3 times a day where they can sit and be calm and know how to reduce their own stress and even recognize it. Because as we know, this is what causes illness and inability to think and so on and so forth. So we then teach them about their brain, so how their brain works. But I thought, well, why don't kids know how their brains work? They know everything else, their elbows and their thing, and they know their body, but the brain is the most amazing thing. So we're teaching them how their brains work. And we're giving them acts of gratitude, acts of kindness, these things to build human capital, really, empathy. So this program called MindUp goes into the classroom. And then inside of that, the teacher embeds it inside of the classroom. And these kids are happier, they're more attentive, they're doing better in reading, they're doing better in math. I mean, our research has been extraordinary. So you can see I'm excited about this program. I think it's amazing.
So MindUp is, you're into your 3rd year on MindUp? Or?
Well, no, we're 10 years.
10 years into it,
Yeah.
and making major impact and headway in the last few years.
Yeah.
You've actually succeeded in getting public schools to adopt mindfulness in the classroom.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that process. Where does it start, and how do you actually engage a student in the classroom?
The students become engaged because of the program. So first of all, we have special needs schools. We have children that are there for abuse, victims of abuse. We have regular schools. We have private schools. We're now moving into medical centers. It doesn't really, this is not specific to one school or even one group of children, right? It isn't, oh, well, these are, you know, distressed children, or these children are, you know, academically challenged, or this one has, you know, some sort of impairment. No, it works across the board. How it works in the classroom is that the teacher, of course, gets trained, right? And then they start out their day with what we call a brain break.
Okay.
That calms them down, gets them focused, gets them ready for learning. So our teachers are now looking and saying, well, we don't have to tell the kids to quiet down. They've already done it. So they're already paying attention. So that's the first thing. The second thing is they have a brain lesson. They learn about the brain and how it works. And that's interesting because they can control that. So it gives them a sense of control. Okay, oh, I'm all over the place. I know what to do. Sit down, breathe, and focus, and I can take my test better, which is what they do. And then they do mindful of your senses, because when you're mindful of your own senses, you become mindful of others. So it builds empathy, the ability to focus, and so forth. And it's all embedded inside the classroom, which means that the classroom is English around mindful tasting, right? Your science is about the brain. In mindful tasting, we deal with obesity issues and what's good to eat. And all this is wrapped around social studies and music and, you know, diagramming sentences and mathematics, and all of it's wrapped into curriculum. So this is what makes it a really cool program.
So it's so inspiring that you're actually adopting, you know, 2,600-year tradition of meditation, framing it secular in a mindful way,
Right?
and teaching kids to kind of climb between the space of thought to expand their creativity.
It's true. What it does is it allows for creativity, because creativity and parts of creativity and innovation are really not happening today. Our kids don't have the space in their mind. They're stressed. There's, you know, a lot of technology. A lot of things are stealing that from children. So their attention spans are getting very, very short. So what this does, by teaching them scientifically about how their brain works, they can turn that off and turn that on. They realize that they can do that. Our meditation aspect of it is really, we call a brain break, and we do that because every brain needs a break, and it doesn't have to be looked at as meditation or anything that might have some connotation of a religious thing, because it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with how can you manage your emotions better, your focused attention better, and your sense of completeness and happiness and belonging together. And these are the things that we're trying to work with children.
Fantastic. In listening to you, it's hard to believe that you would ever give your brain a break, because it's really amazing.
It does take a break. I make my brain take a break. I was in the airplane for 21 hours, and off and on getting here, and I had a fabulous brain break.
That's awesome. So we really want to support what you're doing, Goldie, with the Hawn Foundation and MindUp. So in order to support the organization, you should definitely go to thehawnfoundation.org. MindUp.
MindUp is the name of the program. The Hawn Foundation basically created that program, so we have incubated the MindUp program. And also, you can buy the actual curriculum at Scholastic, and it's for sale right there online.
Fantastic. So if it's not already in your school system, you can go in and order it. Great. So for more with Goldie Hawn, go to thehawnfoundation.org or genConnect.com.
That's awesome. Thanks,
Thanks,
so
Goldie,
much.
so much.
Thanks.
Okay.